This is the circuit diagram of a complementary symmetry push-pull power amplifier. It consists of two transistors T1 and T2. T1 is an NPN transistor and T2 is a PNP transistor. Therefore, we require two power supplies. A positive power supply VCC1 for the transistor T1 and a negative power supply VCC2 for the transistor T2. The emitters of the two transistors are joined together and is connected to an emitter resistance Re. The other point of the emitter resistance is grounded. The output is taken across the emitter resistance. The input signal Vin is connected common to the base of two transistors T1 and T2. So, if you look at the base emitter of the two transistors, the base of T1 and T2 are joined together. Emitters of the two transistors are joined together. So, if you look at this closed loop, you can see that the VBE1 equal to 0 and VBE2 is also equal to 0 under DC condition. So it is a closed loop, there is no voltage is given. When Vin is equal to 0, the base emitter of both T1 and T2 are equal to 0. So base emitter is 0 biased, the collector base is reverse biased. Therefore, the transistors T1 and T2 are in the 0 cutoff region. Now, when the input signal is given to the amplifier, the input signal is simultaneously coming to the base of both T1 and T2. So during the positive half cycle of the input AC, when Vin is becoming positive, that positive signal will be coming both at the input of T1 and T2 simultaneously. The base emitter of T1 becomes forward biased, whereas the base emitter of T2 becomes reverse biased. Because T1 is an NPN transistor, a positive voltage at the base with respect to emitter will forward bias the base emitter of T1, whereas a positive voltage at the base of a PNP transistor will reverse bias its base emitter junction. As a result, from 0 cutoff, T1 will be moving to the active region and T2 will be moving to the cutoff region. T2 will not draw current, whereas T1 will be drawing current from the power supply VCC. The current will be drawing from VCC, it is moving through in this direction and it is coming to the ground. So you will get a voltage across V0. Now with respect to the ground, if you look at V0, V0 is also positive. So when the input is going positive, the output across the emitter resistance is also going positive. Okay, so there is no phase difference between the input and output because it is an emitter follower. Input and output are in phase. Emitter follows the input, but the current gain of the amplifier will be very high. During the negative half cycle of the input AC, the base emitter of T1 becoming negative. Also, the base emitter of T2 is also getting a negative voltage. Now, T1 is an NPN transistor. A negative voltage at the base of T1 will make its base emitter reverse bias. At the same time, the base emitter of T2 becoming forward biased because T2 is a PNP transistor and a negative voltage at the base of T2, a PNP transistor will make its base emitter forward biased. Therefore, the transistor T2 will be going to the active region and transistor T1 will be moving to the cutoff region. So T1 will not draw current from VCC, whereas T2 will be drawing current from the VCC. Now look at the direction of the current flow. Again it will take current from VCC from plus. It is going in this direction. Okay, completes the loop. So the current is flowing in this direction. So if you look at the direction of current flow, plus will be coming here and minus will be coming here. So the output will be going negative. So during negative half cycle, when the input is going negative, the output is also going negative. So if you look at the input and output of this amplifier, the input and output are in phase. This is the working of class B, complementary symmetry push-pull power amplifier. Advantage of this circuit over the previous one is it does not require a transformer at the input side as a phase splitter, output side for impedance matching. The only disadvantage with this circuit is it requires two power supplies. Thank you for watching this video.